Fine guys, chalo. Let's start. So today we are starting with the functions in the Python. Just tell me if you have any doubt in Python's data structures like loops, list, tuples, set, dictionary. Anything? नहीं? Anything? ठीक है. तो dictionary. How is dictionary different from the list? Unordered set of elements? No. List is declared in square bracket, dictionary is declared in curly bracket. Okay, then list is just collection of elements, but in dictionary it is like key value pair. Okay, that is the difference. Obvious differences. These are obvious differences. Similarly, what is difference between set and dictionary? See, set and dictionary both are declared in curly brackets, right? Curly braces. So what makes them different again? The key value pair in dictionary and just elements but unordered in set. Okay, set may have set will not have duplicate values. Duplicate elements are not allowed in this. Even if you enter duplicate values while declaring the set, it will contain only the unique elements, right? In the values of the dictionary, you may have multiple or duplicate values, right? Means two different keys can have same set of values, same values, equal values, but the keys cannot be unique, same, cannot be duplicate. Duplicate keys are not allowed in dictionary. Fine, right? And any doubts so far in using while loop and for loop? Okay. So based on these things, we are heading towards the functions in loops, functions in Python. Functions in Python. So basically there are two types of functions in Python, that is defined function and another is called as a anonymous function, that is lambda function. Okay, we are going to see both of them. Defined function is declared with the help of a defined keyword, def keyword. So def is a keyword used to declare a function. Okay, so if I am writing like sum or add then a comma b, it is a very simple function. I am going to declare now. Define add a comma b. Okay, what is happening in this? I am just saying return a plus b. So this is very simplest function in Python I had defined. Okay, so function defined here is add. Add is the name of the function and the parameters that are passed are a and b. In this function I am passing two parameters and using these two parameters I am getting the output as the summation of that. So with the help of this function I am asking these two parameters to be added in this function, and I want the function result to be returned from this function. That means this function, whenever I use this function, it will return me the addition of two values a and b. Got it? So I am asking this function to return me the summation of a and b. Clear? Using these two parameter, and now I am saying add 45 comma 33, let's say. So it is giving me 78. It is giving me 78. What happens? I am calling here the function add and passing these two parameters 45 and 33 in this function. my Python program is this much, in which this is the only single line in the Python I had written. This is the only single line. This is not the line. Okay, if I am not going to call this function, this will never be read by the Python. Okay, Python will come directly here first. Whenever I run the program, it will come here directly, and this is the only line that will be executed. So while executing, it is saying that this is add ADD, right? It will look for if it is a defined keyword in the Python, basically in the background, but it is not a defined keyword in the Python, right? Then it will check whether it is a variable or a function. For that purpose, it will see there is no variable defined before this. This is the first line, so definitely it will look for function, if any, defined under this name. So it will look for a defined keyword. It will go here. It will find this is a def keyword, and it will check whether add is defined under this function. It finds here same wordings here, ADD matched. Fine, very good. Now he found that function here. Now it will check that we had passed two parameters, whether this function add function is also taking two parameters. Yes, matched with the parameter and the name as well, then only it will enter inside the function. How? By taking 45 as A, the first value will be assigned to the variable A, second value will be assigned to the variable B. Taking these variables inside, it is checking, this is the first line it is coming across, which is saying return A plus B. So return the addition, the summation result of this A plus B back. So what is happening? 45 plus 33, the summation result will be, what is it? 78, will be returned by this function to this line, and that's why it is printing indirectly. I had not asked it to print. Okay, this is returning me. Returning is giving back. After processing in this, it is giving back us the value of the result. है ना? So that is how what is returned to me. Meaning of the return is. Printing is a different thing and returning is a different thing. In the function, in the same function, I can ask the function to print as well. So instead of return, I am writing here print A plus B this time. Both are giving me the same result. Both are giving me the same result. You can see. Definitely, the difference between them is this function is printing the result. This function is returning me the result in this line. Got it? So what is the use of return and print? This is the use. We can use the returned value like this, 100 plus this. So because it is returning here the value that is 78, so I can do the addition like 78, which is the result of this returned value, plus 100 is 178. Same case, I cannot do the same with this thing, plus 100, definitely, because it is this is printing the value. The printed thing cannot be used for operation, na? Addition, subtraction, कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते, right? So printed thing cannot be added. Returned is like I can use it for the operation, any type of operation. Returned, once it is returned. ठीक है ना? ये वैसे ही है जैसे कि आप लोगों ने होटल में जाके बैठे टेबल पे और आपने ऑर्डर दिया है ना, चाय लेके आओ, तो चाय बना के उसका फोटो निकाल के आपको दिखाएगा प्रिंट करके, ये देखो चाय बना दी, तो पी सकते हैं क्या? नहीं, वो चाय बना के आपको रिटर्न करना चाहिए ना, बना के आपके टेबल पे लाएगा तो आप उसको पी सकते हो. तो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन रिटर्निंग एंड प्रिंटिंग. समझ में आ गया? क्लियर? तो यूज कब हो सकता है? जब रिटर्न करता है। अगर आपको यूज नहीं करना है, जस्ट टेकिंग अ प्रिंट इज ओके। फंक्शन समझ में आ गया? प्रिंटिंग एंड रिटर्निंग का फर्क क्या है? जब मैं आपको कुछ रिटर्न करूंगा तो आप उसको यूज कर सकते हो। मतलब मैं आपको कुछ दूंगा, मतलब आपको भूख लगी है, मैंने आपको 10 रुपए दिए, तो आप जाके कुछ खा सकते हो। मैंने आपको फोटो निकाल के दिखाई, देख 10 रुपए दे रहा हूँ मैं तुझको, व्हाट्सएप पे भेज रहा हूँ। व्हाट्सएप पे 10 रुपए का फोटो भेजा, चलेगा क्या? होटल वाला नहीं एक्सेप्ट करेगा ना। सो प्रिंटिंग एंड रिटर्निंग में ये फर्क है। गॉट इट? ठीक है। So this is how we define the function. Function is defined using the keyword def. Def के बाद you will be taking the name of the, giving the name to a function. So this is the function name, and after the function name, if required, we can pass the parameters here. They can be one parameter, two parameter, or many parameters. There are also some parameters called as args and quargs. We will be seeing it later. As of now, I had just made a simple declared function using the two parameter a and b, addition of these two, that will be returned here, and the same function with the printing of the result. Got the difference between print and the return in the function? How we can use it? Okay, can you define a function now for subtraction of two numbers and try using it in the program? Check whether you are getting the result. So write a program to subtract two numbers using function, defined function. Okay. So I will do it in front of you again. Of course, function has to be defined at the very start of the program. Okay, guys. What happens if you are defining it after the command? Then it may not find that function. So Python always looks uh, at the start of the program. Okay. So define, let me name this as a sub, subtraction के लिए, then a comma, rather b comma a, using this two, then return b minus a, then I'm saying subtract of 9 comma 3, I'm getting 6. So there is always an option to use return or print depending upon the scenario. If you want to use that processed result to do some operation, then you may use return. Okay. If you only want the result to be printed, use the print command. Now again, one more time. Sub2, practice is that you always do this. Declare the function at the start of the Python, because Python is a interpreted language, na? So it goes line by line. If it finds error here, it will stop here itself. Okay. So because of that only, we have to define the function before the line. That means whenever it finds this, it will match whether it is there is a declared function or not. It will not go below that line, है ना? It has found error here, it will stop here only. नीचे देखेगा ही नहीं. Clear? Sub2 is not defined. Okay, write a program to execute the following: ax square plus bx plus c. Now all the values will be like this. You will be passing 4 values: a, b, c and x. Okay, a, b, c and x. Then it will calculate everything in the function itself. Getting it? Try doing it. Done, guys. You are going to pass 4 arguments, and it should return that value. So ax square, you know na how to make the square? Double star, right? Everyone is aware of that na? Raised to wala? Fine. So let us do this. Okay, lekin trying is important, guys. Fine. What we need is we need the 4 parameters a, b, c, and x as well. Unless we have all 4 of them, we cannot do the operation, right? Okay, process cannot be complete. For that purpose, let us declare the function def. Let me write the name of the function as quadratic, quad. Let me write this quadratic. So name of the function is quadratic because this is a quadratic equation, right? Ax square plus bx plus c. I am passing a comma b comma c comma and x. There is no hard and fast rule that you should follow the same name. You can write anything, okay? J comma k comma l comma m, but there has to be 4 parameters for the equation compulsorily. But make sure that you are doing it properly. So the sequence has to be the same with this, it has to match with the equation. So to avoid the confusion, we always use the appropriate variables. So a comma b comma c comma x. Now I can write like this: result is equal to a multiplied by x multiplied by x. This is also done. Ax square, a multiplied by x multiplied by x, that is ax square, or else ax square. This will also do. Bracket plus bx, bracket b into x plus c. Then I will say return what? Result. Return the result. I can write like this. Any doubt in this? Okay. Then I am saying okay, quadratic, copy this to avoid the spelling error and pass the value sequentially. Suppose someone is asking me to चलो इसको नहीं, let the value be like 3 comma 5 comma 1 comma the x can be say 10. Let's say the value is 351. It's like one of the, again, simple function, very simple function. Now I'm just copying this, pasting it into another line. There is also one thing called as a default argument. Default argument. If suppose someone fails to pass x value, then I can say that let take x always as 10 if not passed, if not provided. Again, so I am deleting the value of x here. So it will take the value by default as 10 only. If I change the value to 20 here, then default value will be executed with the help of x20. Getting it? But if you provide, like, again, here I am passing 10 now, so it will take 10 now. Okay, if not provided, then only it will take 20. See, I am providing the x value here, then it will not take this value. It will take the x values as 20 only if I am not providing the value of x here. Getting it? Try doing it. If you have any error, please tell me. that is called as a default argument. Got it? Positional arguments. Now suppose we can create many things, not only related to the numbers, we can try it with the strings as well. So let us go for that. Let us create something using def. Say welcome. Welcome is the name of the function. Name, comma, position, colon. I can say print f string. I am using f string here. Welcome to Itvedant. Name, colon, that way. Then print f string again. Your position in this company is like position. Position is a variable again, you know that, right? Welcome. I'm passing here say Sachin, comma, manager. Print for 2 lines skipping. Then again welcome. Avinash. So we can make use of function for this purpose also. Okay. What happened in this now? See, initially I defined a very simple function for you. Now basically functions are used whenever the particular piece of code is or will be getting repeated. That means if you need some repetition of the code in your program again and again, that is why the need of function is. Okay, means we can call this function instead of writing these 2 lines again and again and again. This will make my program very lengthy. Instead of that, I will just bind this two lines which is which is frequently needed in a particular function, and just calling that function makes it very simple and readable program na. That's why function is required wherever you need a repetition of the codes. जहाँ पे आपके प्रोग्राम में कोड्स रिपीट होने वाले हैं या फिर कोई प्रोसेस है, ऑपरेशन आप रिपीट करना चाह रहे हो, है ना, उसको आप एक फंक्शन में बाइंड कर दो एंड यू जस्ट नीड टू कॉल दिस फंक्शन हियर. This is called calling of the function. If you call the function, then only it will be executed with respect to those parameters and arguments. So in this there are only 3 lines. First is welcome with Sachin manager as the argument, and it is printing that welcome to Itvedant Sachin, your position in this company is manager. Then 2 lines skip, print again welcome for Avinash and senior manager is this Welcome to Itvedant. I Avinash. Your position in this company is senior manager. What should be the program I would like to give you is using the function. Write a program to determine the largest number among the two inputs. Write a program to determine the largest number among the two inputs using the function. So whatever operation or decision you are going to make and take will be in the function itself. Okay, you will pass the two inputs in the function and it will give the decision, which is the, it will print the decision which is the largest number. I'll be writing here. To print the largest number among the two input numbers using function. Done? You done? Great. So let us go with the first, like normal coding to print the largest number among the two input numbers. So I am going to take input number 1. Number 1 is equal to integer, right? Then input, right? And then the prompter here, prompter enter the first number. Same with the second num2. Num2 enter the second number. So this will ask me for the two inputs, right? 4 and say 5. So this is our program, initial code. Now after that I will be passing this in a function. So let us declare our function first. Chalo, I am not going to declare the function now. Let us write a normal piece of code. So what I am going to do, if, right, if num1 is greater than num2, then print f string num1 is greater than num2 else copy this and say for vice versa, like num2 and this is num1. So I am taking the same numbers again, 4 and 5. It is showing that 5 is greater than 4. Okay. What if the two numbers entered were equal? I have to add elif for that, right? Elif if num2 is greater than num1 colon, then else, right? Else something has gone wrong. Else यहाँ क्यों आ रहा है? Correct. It will print both, है ना? Both num1 and num2 are equal. Let us cross check this. So 23, 23, 33, 34. 334 is greater than 23. Correct? Let us do for 12 and 7. 12 is greater than 7. Agreed. Let us take 3 and 3. 3 and both 3 and 3 are equal, of course. So it is working fine. So this is normal piece of code. Okay. So whenever I am going to see, I had done 3 times, right? I had run this program 3 times. Instead of that, I can use this in the function and use this function, call this function 3 times rather. You know, that will be easy for me. So let us go for that. I am just taking everything in the defined function. Cut defined function checker. checker, and in that I am passing what, a comma b. Of course, yeah, you can write num1 and num2, it's okay, they can be different. Pasting it. Now pasting, you should follow the indentation. Basically this should take proper place, all the indentations. Elif should follow if, indentation all in proper place. So this is my defined function. This is my defined function है ना, प्रोग्राम में कुछ कॉल नहीं किया, आई एम नॉट कॉल्ड दिस फंक्शन एट ऑल. चलो फिलहाल इसको कंप्लीट कर देता हूँ. कॉलिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड ना, सो आई विल से checker in that say 12,66 12,66, just a minute, yeah, /n, just putting /n for next line printing ना, एक line skip करेगा for that purpose. ठीक है, then again check for checker 13,13 and checker again 107,150 988. चलो, so we are getting all this. अरे ठीक है, 10,12. ठीक है, इनपुट का मैं बोल देता हूँ कैसे करना है. वहाँ पे num1 num2 पास कर सकते थे, but for this as of now 12 and 66, out of this 12 and 66, 12 is greater than 10. Let us cross check क्या हुआ. checker, ओ यहाँ पे num1 जा रहा है ना, ओके, num1 num2, ओके. यहाँ पे ए बी लिखा था लेकिन यहाँ पे ए बी नहीं लिखा है, तो आई एम पुटिंग दैट एज अ num1 num2. ठीक है ना, जिसकी वजह से प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था. सो बी श्योर टू एडिट, है ना, मतलब रेक्टिफाई करना एरर को, क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. नाउ num1 num2 प्रॉपरली आ गए है, इट शुड जस्टिफाई. अगेन इसमें एक और एडिशन रह गया था मेरा, सो डूइंग दैट checker num1 num2. This checker will take the inputs which we had entered here, num1 and num2. Rest of the three checkers will be passing the constant numbers. Okay, let us run the program. So now my program is here. Sorry, num1 I am entering as 10. Enter the second number. Okay, it is 40. So now I am getting the output like this. 40 is greater than 10 for this purpose, है ना, 40 is greater than 10 for this entered user values. Next is for 12 and 66. 66 is greater than 12 for this purpose. यहाँ पे 13 and 13, both 13 and 13 are equal, and the last one is 107 and 88. 107 is greater than 88. Getting it? Any doubt? Clear? Function part. There are a lot of things happening here in the function. Now what I am doing is cut, paste, the input. I am passing the putting the inputs in the function itself. Whenever the function will be called, then only it will take the input, you know. So let us do that. Now parameters are not required here. Getting it? In the checker, see, I am just calling the function here checker without any parameters, and yes, it is not taking any parameters, but it is called here, and that's why it is going to this function here, and in that it is executing the first line now, number 1. So this is asking enter the first number, let us say 10, enter the second number. It is asking this time the second number, let's say 20, enter. So output is thrown that this one 20 is greater than 10, this is being run. तो इस तरह से भी आपका पैरामीटर लेस फंक्शन भी हो सकता है. फंक्शन कैन बी पैरामीटर लेस और विथ पैरामीटर, पैरामेट्रिक फंक्शन, नॉन पैरामेट्रिक फंक्शन. Yes, getting it? Any doubt so far? We can call function in the print जैसे इन्होंने भी किया है. प्रिंट में भी फंक्शन कॉल कर सकते हैं, बाद में बताते हैं. बट लेट अस गो नाउ फॉर द ऑप्शन सेकेंड ऑप्शन, जहाँ पे I want to add multiple, like see, adding two numbers is decided, there are only two variables a and b, num1 and num2. What if the user wants to add 3 or some, if I give the program to you to add, she is expecting 10 numbers to be added, she is expecting I want 7 numbers to be added, then it should be in that case I need some dynamic argument, okay, and that is called as arg in the function that helps us dynamically add multiple variables and take the summation of that if required. So in our case, if we want to add multiple, like मैंने अगर यश को दिया, यश बोला सर मुझे 5 नंबर ऐड करने हैं, मैं कर सकता हूँ क्या? मतलब ठीक है कर ले. So using function I can do, if I use args here, okay, args अगर एलिमेंट यूज करूँ तो, फिर समृद्धि को दिया तो वो बोले मुझे 3 ऐड करने हैं, वो कर लो, है ना, यूजिंग args. तो इन दिस फंक्शन हियर यू कैन सी, यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने शुरुआत में किया था, यहाँ पे फंक्शन कितने आर्गुमेंट्स ले रहा है? 2 ले रहा है ना, a एंड b ले रहा है सब्ट्रैक्शन लेने करने के लिए, या फिर एडिशन वाला जो प्रोग्राम किया था उसमें भी 2 ले रहा है यहाँ पे. अगर मैं यहाँ पे तीसरा डालूं, सी गाइस, यहाँ पे इफ आई से 45, 33, 55, I will delete this summation, then it will give me an error, of course, because when it will go and search for the defined function, whether add is a defined function, it will check the exact, यहाँ पे the requirement is 2 parameters and you are passing 3 arguments, right? So there is a mismatch, it will throw an error. Add takes 2 positional arguments, these are positional arguments, takes 2 positional arguments but 3 were given. ये 2 ले रहा है positional arguments, आपने 3 दिए करके बताया, ठीक है? In that case you will get an error. Similarly, if you are passing 1 here and it is expecting 2, ये भी नहीं चलेगा, है ना? यहाँ पे क्या बोल रहा है? कम भी नहीं चलेगा, ज्यादा भी नहीं चलेगा, एग्जैक्ट चाहिए पोजिशन आर्ग्यूमेंट्स के हिसाब से. सो एड इज मिसिंग 1 आर्ग्यूमेंट, 1 पोजिशन आर्ग्यूमेंट b, वो b को यहाँ पे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है क्योंकि a फर्स्ट तो a जाएगा, b नहीं दिया आपने, वो आइडेंटिफाई करके बोल रहे हैं सेकेंड इज मिसिंग, ठीक है? इन दिस केस अगेन, अगर मैंने यहाँ पे b को 20 लिखा होता तो क्या होता? चल जाता ना, ये चल जाएगा ना, क्योंकि दो इट इज मिसिंग देन इट विल consider b as 20, so 20 plus 45 will be 65. Getting it? Now coming to our point, what if I want to add multiple? किसी को 2 ऐड करना है कर सकता है, किसी को 3 ऐड करना है कर सकता है, राइट? पहले एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल लेते हैं. add underscore num. I'm taking a list of few numbers 34, 56, 87, 23. ठीक है, and I want to add all of them. So I will have to define this. और इसके लिए define sum up and I will say args. This is star is required whenever you mention args. Star args मतलब जितने भी वेरिएबल है वो सारे ले लेगा. स्टार आर्ग्स कोलन कैसे काम करता है वो देखते हैं. लेट मी फर्स्ट गो फॉर अ सिंपल फंक्शन हियर. I is equal to I plus 1. Let me keep it simple. I plus 1 and return I. So now after doing this, I am calling that function sum underscore up and I am passing the list here, add num. If any error, we'll solve it. Let us check. Can only concatenate list, not integer to list. Sum up add num. Add num is this star args ओके. व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, आप यहाँ पे 4 दे दो 5 दे दो, वो इतने आइट्रेशंस का देखो हो क्या रहा है. स्टार आर्क जब लिखते हैं देन इट इज टेकिंग ऑल द एलिमेंट्स वन बाय वन. सो इसीलिए फॉर लूप लगाना जरूरी हो जाता है. तो फॉर लूप में जो भी जितने भी आर्ग्यूमेंट्स है उसको एक एक आइट्रेशन में डालता जाएगा. तो आई की वैल्यू हर एक आइट्रेशन में कभी पहले 34 होगा, फिर 56, फिर 87, फिर 23. and I am using that value of I in the summing all the i's in each iteration. Finally, I am printing the total sum. तो if at all now next time say समृद्धि wants कि चलो सर मुझको और बहुत सारे नंबर ऐड करने हैं, yes, you will get the summation of all of them dynamically, है ना. भले आप 2 नंबर डालो 1 नंबर डालो. Now it is going to iterate, parse through each number. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 14. So that is the use of star args. Okay. Now one thing, args is not a keyword. Args is not a keyword. Args is just a variable name, है ना. मैंने यहाँ पे मयूर लिखा, then I have to continue using Mayur in the same way. Nothing is going to change. The what is important? Star here. Star is important. Okay. Star is important. That will take the multiple elements inside. अगर आप star निकालते हो, मैंने star निकाल दिया. So it is saying now sum of takes one position argument, लेकिन आपने 3 पास किए. आपका फंक्शन बोल रहा है, फंक्शन एक ही ले रहा है, मयूर ही ले रहा है, एक ही वेरिएबल ले रहा है, लेकिन आपने यहाँ पे 3 पास किए, तो वो एरर आ जाएगा. जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ स्टार it is all working fine. The star is important before some variable name. Generally in Python it is used, args is used. Okay, args is used generally. It's not hard and fast rule, just for the, क्योंकि इसको आर्ग्यूमेंट बोलते हैं ना यहाँ पे, 2 आर्ग्यूमेंट 3 आर्ग्यूमेंट, इसलिए args लिखते हैं, nothing else. So, but it is a variable name. Star is important. So using the same args, we can do other things like define players, team players, define team players, star args, okay, star args for I in args colon print I comma and is equal to double quotes के अंदर comma, that's it, and I will say like team players है ना. So I am printing the player names with the help of and separator. यहाँ पे मैंने कॉमा यूज किया है, तो अजय कॉमा, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस कॉमा अजय कॉमा स्पेस विजय कॉमा स्पेस विजय विराट. ओके, कॉमा विल कंटिन्यू हियर ऑल्सो. अगर नहीं चाहिए तो उसके लिए अलग प्रोग्रामिंग कर सकते हैं, बट एज सच मैं अगर इधर कॉमा हटा दूं एंड एक सिंगल स्पेस डाल दूं तो काम ऐसे भी आ जाए. अजय विजय एंड विराट प्लेयर्स, 4 प्लेयर डाल दो, 4 प्लेयर के नाम आ जाएंगे. तो स्टार इज इंपॉर्टेंट हियर. यूजिंग फॉर लूप आपको जो प्रोसेसिंग करनी है आप कर सकते हो, स्ट्रिंग्स हो या जो भी हो कर सकते हो, है ना. सो दैट इज द पावर ऑफ द आर्क्स. आर्क्स बोलते हैं इसको. मल्टीपल इनपुट्स अगर आप देते हो कितना, इट मीन्स फ्लेक्सिबल थिंग. ओके, so can I ask you to write a program using args? So write a program to print the summation of all the numbers that are even. To print the summation of all the numbers that are even. Like suppose if you are passing in a function, determine. Suppose determine is the name of the function, and if you are passing here 2 comma 3 comma 6 comma 7 comma 9, what are the even numbers here? 2 6 है ना, 2 and 6 are the even numbers, so I should get 8 as the result. सोचा कुछ? हाँ, जो भी इवन रहेंगे उसी का एडिशन. हाँ, क्वेश्चन ये है कि अगर इफ योर फंक्शन नेम इज डिटरमाइन, the requirement is if you are passing many numbers, it should identify which are the even and then it should add only the even numbers and give me the result summation. Done? Good. So I'm taking the same name here, determine. Okay, defining the determine function which will take the args, star args, bracket close colon, and then press enter. Here let us declare the sum is equal to 0. Fine. If args no, I have to take the iterator for I in args colon, if I modulus 2 is equal to 0, then only do the summation, right? Then only do the summation. And then finally print the sum. If you want to use this sum for operation, further operation, you can say return the sum. So that is my defined function here. Fine. So it is saying now 8. Out of this, only 6 and 2 are even. So it is summing up only the 6 and 2 and 8. This time I am changing the 9 value as 12, let's say. So it is 20. Got it? Clear? Perfect. समझ में आ गया साक्षी? नाइस अटेम्प्ट. थोड़ा सा लॉजिक में अटक गए ना यहाँ पे. आइट्रेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड गाइस. जब भी आप आर्क्स यूज कर रहे हो, मेक श्योर आप आइट्रेटर ले रहे हो, वरना फिर अटक जाओगे. एनी डाउट सो फार? आर्क्स. Apart from arcs, there is one more thing that is called as quags. Quags. Okay, it is spelled like this. Quags. Args and quags. So args मतलब normal arguments. Quags माने keywords वाले arguments. Keys वाले arguments. Not keywords, keys वाले argument. अब keys किस में होता है? Dictionary में होता है, right? So we can use dictionary in this case in the functions. So quags, keys वाले arguments, keywords arguments. KW means keywords arguments. So using the keys we can do wonders here in the defined function as well. So that is about the quags. Let us start. The only condition for the quags is we need 2 stars in the function, defined function. So like we can say function new, just taking any random name, okay, and then saying star, double star quags, double star quags. As already said, quags and args both are not hard and fastly the keywords. They are just a variable. I can write anything, but after double star, then it is automatically a quags. So we need always a double star for quags, right? Okay. For quags, we already know. I had done some similar type of stuff here before. Key comma value for key comma val in quags dot items, right? Print key comma value. If any error, we will see that. So I am going to call this function now, that function new. In that, passing a dictionary. Previously कौन सी dictionary थी मेरी? ठीक. This is the way. Keys and keywords. यहाँ पे जो keyword है, key name है, they are to be without double quotes. Okay, without double quotes आने चाहिए. And the values of course like Ajay and 300. जो string है वो. String मतलब values should be in string. अगर text है तो and double quotes में है. Text है तो double quotes में. Values है तो just numbers. The keys should be directly without any double quotes. Without any double quotes and equal to sign. Let me check with the colon as well. No, colon नहीं, only equals to लेगा. ठीक है. Now ऊपर वाला जो था उसको भी हम वैसे ही करेंगे. मतलब यहाँ पे this can be of course a list like Ajay and Virat. This can be a list, no issues. ये भी एक list हो जाएगी. 300, 600. यहाँ पे मैं runs बोलता हूँ उसको, rather ये अच्छा रहेगा. तो runs code by them. सो एक एक करके वो की और वैल्यू उठाएगा. सो दिस इज अ की एंड दिस इज अ वैल्यू. सो इट विल बी पास्ड इनटू दिस क्वार्क्स एंड फॉर दिस इसका जो आइटम्स है ओके हमारा जो पूरा ये वैल्यू है एक डिक्शनरी हो गया लाइक अ डिक्शनरी एंड वो उसका आइटम्स के हिसाब से की एंड वैल्यू प्रिंट करेगा. पहला इटरेशन में फर्स्ट की एंड फर्स्ट वैल्यू प्रिंट कर रहा है विच इज दिस. सेकेंड इटरेशन में इट विल बी सेकेंड की एंड सेकेंड वैल्यू, सेकेंड की एंड सेकेंड वैल्यू. जितने कीज और वैल्यूज है वो सारे एक एक करके दिख जाएंगे. ओके गाइस, कैन वी मेक इट डायनामिक? यस वी कैन मेक इट डायनामिक. तो दिस इज अ नॉर्मल फंक्शन, वेरी छोटा फंक्शन. यहाँ पे आई एम पासिंग दिस captain is equal to captain. Captain is a variable. So what is captain? Captain is this is equal to input. Enter the name of captain. प्रॉम्प्टर डाल दिया. ये वेरिएबल है, ये वेरिएबल विल बी पास टू दिस है ना, तो ये उसकी की हो जाएगी. डबल ब्रैकेट, हाँ वो आदत हो गई इंटीजर के डालने की वजह से. यस करेक्ट. देन अगेन सिमिलरली फॉर लूप के अंदर कितने क्रिकेट में कितने प्लेयर्स होते हैं इंक्लूडिंग कैप्टन एंड एवरीवन? 11 होते हैं राइट. सो कैप्टन तो ले लिया मैंने, अब बाकी बचे 10 है ना. फॉर आई इन राइट. सो आई एम यूजिंग द लिस्ट वाला फंक्शन. अपेंड करूंगा प्लेयर को ना, ये इंटीजर नहीं आएगा, ये मेरा इनपुट ही रहेगा स्ट्रिंग. माय बैड. So they all will be getting appended in the player list. Finally, I am passing this player list. Let me run this first, guys. ठीक है? Let us run whether it is successful. कैप्टन का नाम क्या होता है? शर्मा ना? रोहित शर्मा. Enter. Enter the name of player 1. See मैंने यहाँ पे f string में क्या किया है? Enter the name of player. अरे I डालना था. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. ये हमेशा हुआ नहीं. I डालूंगा तो 1 2 3 आएगा ना. ठीक है. कुछ नाम रैंडमली लेता हूँ. ये 10 बार पूछेगा राइट. ठीक है. तो फाइनली वी गॉट द रिजल्ट यूजिंग द फंक्शन यूजिंग क्वार्क्स. कैप्टन रोहित शर्मा. प्लेयर्स आर दिस 10 प्लेयर्स नेम. गॉट इट गाइस? सी यहाँ पे प्लेयर्स की जो लिस्ट है फाइनली अपेंड होके आएगी, वो यहाँ पे प्लेयर लिस्ट में पास कर रहा हूँ. प्लेयर्स इज इक्वल टू प्लेयर्स लिस्ट. यहाँ पे आई डालूंगा तो डेफिनेटली अगेन रोहित डालता हूँ. देन प्लेयर 1 कुछ नाम डालता हूँ. प्लेयर 2, प्लेयर 3 आ रहा है, प्लेयर 4 आ रहा है, प्लेयर 5, प्लेयर 6, प्लेयर 7, 8, 9 एंड 10. वी गॉट दिस 10 के 10 प्लेयर्स. सो दिस कैन बी अ मिनी लाइक अ मिनी प्रोजेक्ट. ये आपका मिनी प्रोजेक्ट हो गया एक तरह से, है ना. कैप्टन का नाम बताओ, प्लेयर्स के नाम बताओ. इवन यू कैन ऐड वेन्यू हियर, डेट क्या क्या है, कौन से स्टेडियम पे मैच खेली जा रही है. यू कैन पास दैट एज अ क्वाग इन द फंक्शन. वी आर गोइंग टू रिपीट द फ्यू एग्जांपल्स टुमारो एज वेल, है ना. प्रैक्टिस इस पे ज़्यादा करना है. आर्ग्स एंड क्वाग्स आर इम्पॉर्टेंट. इस पे इंटर में क्वेश्चंस आते हैं एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट में वगैरह. आपको ऐसे कोड्स पूछे जा सकते हैं कि अगर मुझे रैंडमली कभी 2 ऐड करना है, कभी 3 ऐड करना है, तो क्या करूं? या फिर यूजिंग कीवर्ड्स मुझे काम करना है, तो मैं क्वार्क्स करूंगा. ओके, डबल स्टार यूज करना जरूरी है. क्वार्क्स इज नॉट अ कंपल्शन. यू कैन यूज योर नेम और वॉट एवर यू फील लाइक. ओके, एंड नाउ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट लास्ट थिंग कि आपका फंक्शन के अंदर सीक्वेंस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. फंक्शन के अंदर पहले आप आर्ग्यूमेंट पास करते हो, उसके बाद अगर तीनों को यूज करना है, नॉर्मल आर्ग्यूमेंट्स, args and quarks, तीनों को अगर यूज करना है, then you should first pass all the arguments that are required in a function while defining the function. Next is quarks, star something, that will be your quark, and then args, and after that quarks, double star use करके जो करोगे. So that is the sequence. Normal arguments, single star वाला args, double star वाला quarks. This is the sequence. वरना फिर error will be there. Okay, so we'll be using this example tomorrow. कल sequence वाला example भी ले लेते हैं. Any doubt so far? कोई जरा किसी को कुछ भी डाउट है? anything? Okay, we are going to continue everything tomorrow. Okay, क्योंकि दूसरा फंक्शन भी है लैम्बडा फंक्शन, एनोनिमस फंक्शन बोलते हैं उसको. ठीक है, चलो save your files and mail it
To know more about Itvedant, visit our website